Hello folks, and a warm welcome to the channel. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and well, this is the Tech Alpha, and we're going to go for a full flight in Scotland from Oban out towards Ben Nevis, and then have a look at that beautiful mountain, since it is the highest mountain in the UK. And you know what? I thought this would be a really good idea doing this flight, because I'm not interested in flying in the locations where it's supposed to look good. I want to fly in beautiful locations where there hasn't been any sort of special attention, if that makes sense. So we're going to do a walk around on this X-Cub. Now I'm not sure this is live weather. It looks very nice for Scotland, so we'll check that in a moment. But first of all, let's just go and do our walk around. So first of all, we're going to come down here and take these chocks off. There we go. And we can check our left brake condition. Looking good there. I'm not going to spend too long doing this, but I do like this. I'm not sure if I want to do it every single time though. But yet, I think you have to do this when you start from the ramp. So, I might be wrong though. There might be a way around that. Let's take this pitot cover off. Some nice sounds around this little airfield. Of course, everything I'm using today is completely vanilla. That is stock. I do like the sounds of the walk around here. And of course, we are in 2D mode. This is not VR today. I'm hoping that I'll be able to show some VR footage soon though. But yeah, this is basically, because I've shown a comparison. I've voiced my opinions. Oh, I like how you can actually do that. That's cool. You can move the rudder left and right. You know, I voiced my opinions on my first impression video. Now it's time to just go for a flight and see what I think. Now, of course, obvious differences straight away is the trees. They look amazing. And the lighting. I absolutely love the lighting in this new sim. Massive upgrade. Yeah, I do like how you have to sort of move them around. And I just love how we can walk around as well. And even look at the detail of the sand there. If it was really close to that, you'd be able to see that. And I love the detail. Look at the rocks and things. If we just crouch down and just look at the details. That is very, very high resolution, that. And in terms of my settings, well, every single slider is maximum. The only thing I've taken down is motion blur, because I don't really like motion blur. Let's get into the aircraft. We'll duck down and get a bit closer and get into our little bird here. Very cool. So anyway, let's start this aircraft up. Okay, so right, where's the battery in this thing? Because I haven't flown this before, to be honest. So I need to find where the battery is. There it is. Battery on. And we'll put our... I'm looking for a beacon light. I don't think there is one in this. So we'll just put our landing light on instead then. Oh, look at this. That's something worth noting. All of these now work. Fuses in the default aircraft. Just gives you an idea that there's a lot more detail on offer, which is very cool. Right, put our mags on. Left and right. Fuel pump on. Fuel mixture rather is now set. Thinking about it, we do need some fuel. Interesting, the actual fuel pump doesn't change sound when there's no fuel, which is just an observation there. But this is a default aircraft. Not expecting anything too amazing. And we'll start this bird up. Here we go. That does sound good. Avionics master can come on now, and we'll get our alignment going in this fancy little cockpit display here. Nav lights, leave the pulse lights off. And this is going to be quite a simple flight. And as I say, I could have gone somewhere in America or somewhere specific to the beta or alpha, whatever it is. But I just wanted to go somewhere off the beaten track a little bit. I love all these autumn colours. Very nice. Right, we'll just do a quick sound check, and I'll be back in a moment. Yep, that sounded fine, so we'll just resume our flight, and I just hate the old zooming in and out thing. Don't like that. Right, I'm pretty sure this is not live. No, it's not live weather. Okay, here we go. Let's see what the actual weather's like. October the 13th, I'm recording this, and oh yeah, that looks more like Scotland to me. But it does look really good, doesn't it? I'll try not to keep saying how much I love the lighting in this sim, but I do a lot. And there's a little bit of rain around as well. Oh, that looks good. That looks really good. Big cruise ship there. Is it moving? It's definitely an AI model. Yeah, look at that. That's a nice shot in itself. Anyway, let's not mess around too much here and get back in the cockpit because we've got some sightseeing to do. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. This channel is all about flight simulation and VR. We, on this channel, oh god, discuss many things, and I showcase lots of different VR headsets, different settings as well. And I will be, once I get to know the sim, of course, once it's fully released, I'll be providing lots of how-to guides on various sort of sectors of the sim, whether it's, you know, controller bindings or best graphic settings, that kind of thing. Basically, this channel caters for all aspects of flying, whether it's exploring new areas, showcasing, you know, really nice flying on the channel like today. Oh, that stutter. It's pretty bad, that stutter. Just indulging in the passion that is aviation. Right then, so here we are. We're taxiing to the runway here. Lots of atmosphere. I do love the atmosphere in MSFS 2024. There's something about it. It is gorgeous. But I do feel it's not like a massive difference, you know, it's very subtle. But it's those combinations, those components combined together that make a difference. Right, well, since this is a tail dragger, and probably a stall tail dragger at that, we don't really need much runway, so we'll just spin around here. The ground handling is definitely improved. In fact, I've got to be very careful. In fact, I've noticed I have not got my toe brake sorted out, so I need to do that now. I like how there is a little bit of track there. I don't think there's any grass in this particular alpha, so that might be something that's missing with this sort of tech demo, really. That's all it is. Look at the runway here, how very, very crisp those textures are. So what we'll do is, before we go any further, is we'll just sort out our toe brakes. That's very important. So for that, I'm just going to come here to the CH Pro pedals, and we're looking for, I'd imagine that is a primary flight control. Brakes are kind of important. So let's see what we get here. That's the thing with this sim, there's so many bindings, it's very easy to do what I just did there and bind the wrong thing. Here, left and right brake, you're actually looking for axis. So hopefully that will help. Oh yeah, that's definitely helped. Right, it's now time to take off here. Make sure our transponder is doing its thing. Although, is it on? It's not in standby mode at the moment. Not sure why. But I don't care. Not for this particular flight. Because this is a chill flight. So we can chat about this new sim. And then just enjoy the views. Because Scotland is beautiful. Let's see how we get on here then. I really do like the new ground physics. And we are airborne. Very nice indeed. slowing down a bit here. Yeah, this is definitely what Scotland looks like most days. So I'm particularly intrigued to see what the reflections are. Let's get rid of that. Can we get rid of the tablet? All the reflections and shadows, because they should be much better now. How do you get rid of this? Oh, what was that? There's definitely some weird bugs going on. I get flashes every now and then. Trying to get rid of this tablet, but too much of a noob. I don't know what I'm doing. Never mind. We'll leave it there for now. I love the rudder authority as well. There's definitely a lot more rudder. Look at this. Wow. I do wonder though, this atmospheric upgrade of MSFS 2024, I'm sure we could have got this in 2020. I don't know. What do you think, guys? So we don't really need our map here, because I do know Scotland very well, but we'll have it on anyway. I do believe there are options as well to have satellite imagery. So we'll click that and put the weather radar on if it works. Winds. There we go, look, that looks good. So hopefully I think we're on the edge of the rain here. So it should clear up quite nicely. It does feel funny, you know, doing a flight trip but not in VR. In some ways it's nice because it's just so much easier to record. Incredibly easy. At the moment we're getting just shy of 90 frames per second at the moment, and that's with everything on ultra settings, but we are in Scotland. Love the trees, very, very nice indeed. Let's take a look outside. It is gorgeous. Very nice. So yeah, shadows and ray tracing should all be a thing now. And looking at the cockpit, looking for some shadow effects and reflections. Look at those reflections there. They're definitely a lot better than they used to be. See the reflection of the that beautiful G1000 display, whatever it is, G3000, showing there in the glass, and it's a real-time reflection there. You can see it's not just baked in like that. Let's take the prop down a little bit. Yeah, you can really tell. It's amazing how much difference a decent set of trees can do, especially seasons as well. I like how this AI boats, but pretty sure they're not quite that big in Scotland. You've got the Caledonian McBain ferry transport, which I've been on a few times on the bike, but yeah, they don't look quite like that, but that's fine. I'll forgive them for that. Look at this scene here. That is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? That's really stunning stuff. Very, very nice. I think every turn there's a screenshot opportunity. It's funny because even though the clouds are essentially very similar to MSFS 2020, at the same time they're very different. It's hard to put a finger on what it is that looks. I think it might be again the atmospheric effects, the lighting, the DirectX 12 support, proper DirectX 12 baked in now, and just all those scattering effects all coming together to make the clouds look a lot better. But they definitely don't look quite so pixelated. But then I haven't really got really up close to them. And again, I think VR will really showcase that because you can see them so close as they go past. So what we're going to do now, folks, is we're going to head over to Fort William and check out Ben Nevis. Should be a nice treat for us. Getting very good frame rate here, running a 13900K CPU with an RTX4090. That is a Stormforce system. I think I still have a discount code, actually, a non-affiliated discount code. For those of you who are wondering what system I do use. Skies are still looking quite dramatic here. The visibility is good. That's what we want. So let's see what it's like now. Mountain flying. See if we get any updrafts. It should be a lot more less abrupt than it was before with a better physics simulation. So still feel those updrafts, and we are getting one. But I must admit, it does feel a bit more natural, which is nice. Yeah, I can actually feel it going up there. So there we are. This is the summit of Ben Nevis. Looking very good. Very, very nice. There is a cable car somewhere around here. Look at that. Very, very dramatic. Trying to work out if we're getting any icing there on the wings. Actually, there's a bit of icing. Actually, look at that glass there. That's amazing, actually. Look at the details. Wow. I think that's a bit of icing forming. That's a very nice effect. A lot more gradual. I think that's one thing. Oh, hang on a minute. We've got. Why have we lost power? Oh, alternator, you idiot. That's why. I didn't have that on. Whoops. Now we're overspeeding. But yeah, what I was going to say is, I think one of the things about this sim, it's details on an almost microscopic scale now. You know, you're not necessarily going to notice a difference flying your airliners, but for GA pilots and bush flying like this, you are going to notice those differences. Especially when landing in mud, you know, and all the different surfaces. Definitely the weather effects, the lighting. It's those tiny details, the shadows, you know, the reflections, just very refined. In terms of the flight modelling though, I'm not quite sure. Oh, we've got low fuel warning here. Hopefully we've got enough. Hang on a minute, let's have a look, because I did change tanks, didn't I? Are we out of balance? Might be. Oh, no, wrong one. No, not off. There we go. Oh, I can just smell my Sunday dinner. I think Melissa's busy making a pie, so I think I might land just in time. I thought I was getting a bit hungry. Oh, this is nice, isn't it? I do love it. It's a lot more of a vivid landscape, isn't it, in MSFS 2024? It really is. Right then, well, if you're still with me, thank you very much for tuning in. Especially as I appreciate this is a 2D flight, which is something you very rarely see on the channel. But I have enjoyed it, I must say. And we're now coming into land. just approaching the Cairngorms National Park and Feshy Bridge, which is our airstrip for today. It's around here somewhere. I think it's... see that strip there? That's where we're heading to. We're just setting up now for a downwind. So, landing light is on, fuel pump is on, mixture fully rich, prop fully forward. I swear there's more sort of wind sound effects, but look at this yawing. Just feels a bit weird, that does. One thing I want to try, since we are a little bit high and fast, I am going to try a side slip. Right, let's try a side slip now, see what happens. This is a default aircraft. And that's not really doing anything, to be honest. Which again, makes me wonder about all this, you know, flight modelling enhancements. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing happening there as I'm side slipping. With a weird lighting thing going on there. Never mind. I didn't put any flaps in. Let's just put a few flaps in here and see if we can get down. And call this video done. Very long, but we are down. Ish. Oh god. I've had better landings, admittedly, but we are down. And that completes our full flight in MSFS 2024 Tech Alpha. Remember that? Tech Alpha. And yeah, I think the way I can sum it up is I am going to miss it when I get that message that we cannot access the Alpha anymore. I am going to be sad about that. I am looking forward to the full release. What do you think, guys? That's a weird sort of effect there of the trees. Let me know your thoughts. Now, one thing I want to find out straight away is if I now switch the battery off, am I going to get the logbook of death? No. Okay. Ooh. You know what? It's worth upgrading just for that alone. What do you think? Ah, right. Anyway, I'm now going to get out of my aircraft. I'm going to go exploring. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you again very soon. Take care and bye for now.